All right, time now for some regional politics, and we focus on individual politicians in our region. First in the hot seat, Andrew Cuomo. And will the new governor, New York governor, here, ever make a decision when it comes to fracking? I'm sorry, I stepped on line. Will he make a fracking decision? Excuse me. Times pointing out here that he's still sitting on this issue. For 15 months after his administration began studying it, he still hasn't done anything. What's more, he won't even release the report that's been sitting on his desk. Back in May, the report was just weeks away. Now, it'll be out sometime, they say, before the next election. That's 11 months away. And one where he's on the ballot, as we all know, for re-election. Okay, whatever you think of the decision, Andrew, blank or get off the pot. He owes it to New Yorkers to say where he stands on the issue.
I think he's done a fairly good job as governor, but clearly he doesn't want to release this report for one reason or another, and he doesn't want to make this decision because it's going to annoy half the state no matter what his decision is. I understand all that, but we pay you to make the tough decisions, or at least release the report. I don't understand that at all. Jessica, feel free to tee off now that I've set it up for you.
I mean, he's just not showing leadership, and I agree with you. You're elected to be a leader. He said he was gonna make a decision on this issue, and meanwhile, Ohio and Pennsylvania are both benefiting from it. There's been a lot of industries in New York, upstate New York, that are really hurting badly, waiting to know one way or the other.
I think it'll be disastrous, but I also think he should release the report.
No, but if he says no, then at least they know that they can try and get business in other states where it is being done.
They're going to be trying anyway.
Well, it would be a huge boom economically to upstate New Yorkers if they went forward.
Or is this more in the Cuomo playbook that, everybody feels out the waters and they test it politically, but he's been, radio silent on this thing for so long,
Well, the Cuomo playbook is they're not going to let anyone force them into anything. So the more we talk about it, the more, in my opinion, he's going to wait. That's just the way he's.
And I know nobody at home cares about this because this is a media problem, right? But no governor in the history of governors has done less press and media than this governor. He's done it all in his own terms. We never thought it could last. But you know what? Through one term here, he's pretty much got his own way.
As long as his poll numbers stay up. Those numbers go down, he's going to be running around the state talking to every camera around.
I mean, once the environmentalists got a hold of him on this, that's when you saw him pulling back and not making a decision.
Oh, yeah.
So you never want to be in a position as an elected leader to be beholden to special interests.
Let's go to, oh, please. Wow. I can't believe you threw that. Oh, my God. With oh, gosh, the gun lobby, the life lobby. Don't even get me started. Okay. Vita Pasella. Remember him? Former Staten Island Republican congressman. He quit after a DWI. Remember these great tabloids? But it wasn't a DWI that got him out. It was the discovery he had a whole second family. Well, it's now rumored he may be thinking about running for office again. Current Congressman Michael Grimm is fundraising investigation. GOP losing faith that he could possibly win re-election. Staten Island, Pasella, he could be eyeing for a bid yet again. First off, would Republicans cringe at the idea of Pasella running again? I mean, at one point he was popular, but Mr. Family Values, and again he voted for the Defense of Marriage Act, but yet he had a whole separate family. Maybe in Utah that plays, but not in New York.
Look, I think this is sort of being hatched by a couple people that are allied with him.
Including him.
But I'm not so sure about that, actually. They never cringe to have their name out there. They always want to have their name out there and be wooed to come back. But I don't necessarily think it's being driven by him. But the last thing we want to do is hand our only New York Republican congressional seat over to a Democrat, and that's what's going to happen if we keep this fighting. But the party is squarely behind Grimm, both at the local, state, and national level, so I think he'll be fine.
We're always trying to figure out what scandals are unrecoverable from a second family. I don't know, but we will find out. All right, when we come back, we're going to have a good debate on Santa. Is he white? Well, apparently some folks are dead sure he is. We'll talk about that after this.